weather now, and 2 down, 2 to go in the Easter break.
Yes, now can we make it 3 good days in a row, Karen? Even 4?
4.
Well, yes, Tom, but it won't be perfect, but at least it's good for this time of year. Well, it's starting to get a bit colder now, and it was very chilly in the south this morning. Invercargill and Dunedin struggled to a modest high of just 12 degrees. Ashburton, Timaru and Hokitika shared 15. 18 in Christchurch, Nelson and Blenheim both on 19. 18 for Wellington, Kapiti and Wanganui, and we've also got a line of 18s from Taupo up to Auckland. The warmest places today were Whakatane and Kaitaia, both on 22. Well, looking at the view from our satellite, we can see quite a lot of cloud in the Tasman today. That spread down over the North Island ahead of a weak front attached to a dying low. That cloud was fairly harmless, it didn't produce any rain or showers. We've got a clear spot to the east of the South Island, that's where the high is. That produced some easterly breezes pushing cloud onto eastern parts of both islands, and also some patchy drizzle onto Canterbury. Well, that low drifts south tonight, and it also drags this front with it. The main influence really of our weather tomorrow will be the high. You can see it maintains a ridge of high pressure over us. The easterly flow, though, around that high will be quite moist. That means there'll probably be a fair amount of cloud around in northern and eastern areas, and a few showers are likely in the north, patchy drizzle along the east coast. But it should stay fine and settled everywhere else. And we can see how that will look over the South Island tomorrow. There's that cloud pushing onto eastern areas in the northeast flow. Some morning drizzle is likely, but you can see the cloud breaks up quite a bit during the afternoon. We've got some drizzle for the fjords, but the rest of the island's looking good with clear sunny skies. Looking down on the North Island, lots of cloud to start the day, with some showers for Northland and some patchy drizzle in the east. Looking better in the afternoon, fine breaks increase in the east, and that drizzle will gradually clear. The high cloud disappears in the west, and the skies brighten up over the Bay of Plenty. So it'll be sunny with light winds from Invercargill to Queenstown. Very cold tonight in Alexandra, down to 0. Morning drizzle for Ashburton and Kaikoura too, but it's sunny and mild in Blenheim with a high of 20. Cool overnight lows of 7 or 8 for this next group. Morning cloud evaporates in Kapiti and Levin. Light winds for Palmerston North, not good news for the Kite Festival there. A light sou'easter for New Plymouth. The easterly onshore flow keeps the skies cloudy and damp in Gisborne, a fine afternoon for the centre north. And a warm high of 23 for Whakatane and Tauranga, a few showers and an easterly breeze for Northland. Or some light morning drizzle for Dunedin, then the cloud gradually breaks up during the day, a light nor'easter and a high of 16 degrees. Same for Christchurch, some early drizzle, then the skies gradually clearing during the day, dressed for a high of 18. Just some high cloud for Wellington, but even that disappears in the afternoon, a light southerly and a maximum of 21. A cloudy morning in Hamilton, but the sky should clear in the afternoon, up to a warm 24 after an overnight low of 8. Overcast skies and a light easterly breeze for Auckland, no sign of any rain, and that cloud is gone by the evening. So a high of 22 for Auckland, an overnight low of 7 for Wellington and Dunedin. On Monday, cloud increases over the South Island with some rain developing over the fjords, but it's mostly fine over the North Island. And back to work on Tuesday, mostly fine in the east from Canterbury up to Gisborne. We've got some rain or drizzle everywhere else. But a good day tomorrow to check out these Easter fairs and the charity golf tournament in Ekatahuna.
Thanks, Karen. Huge crowds have turned out in central Otago for the 10th anniversary of Warbirds over Wanaka. Organisers estimate more than 40,000 spectators viewed the day's flying displays. John McDermott reports.
Warbirds over Wanaka. It's done on a big scale. 13 helicopters to kick-start the display. And thousands of pairs of eyes enjoying the spectacle. Good vantage points treasured.
We were up at 4 and outside the gates at 4:45 this morning.
The show has a Russian theme. These Polycarpov I-16s rescued and restored after decades in the Russian wilderness, much to the delight of these recent arrivals.
It's the first time when I can come here and see the Russian plane in New Zealand, just in New Zealand, not in Russia.
Rolling round.
Featured are some of the world's best stunt pilots. Nigel Arnott in this Russian Sukhoi.
Spin, spin.
The show's founder, Sir Tim Wallace, describes it as the largest international event of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. And the public can take the controls, flying this giant screen simulator.
Feels like you're really flying. It's quite amazing, actually.
It looked like a beginner manoeuvring this Piper Cub. In fact, more precision stunt work. The airshow repeats again tomorrow. John McDermott, One Network News.
Great fun.
Yeah, what a great day out. That's One Network News on Saturday. Thank you for watching.
We'll be back at 6 tomorrow evening. Till then, good night.
Good night.